After several weeks of preparedness against the importation of coronavirus, the unfortunate news broke on the 28th February of an Italian national who returned to work in Nigeria from Milan to Lagos with the virus. He tested positive to the virology laboratory test of Lagos University Teaching Hospital. The Minister of Health, Dr. Sage Ehanire, while confirming this, says efforts are on the ground to prevent further spread.
It was discovered that he was positive for coronavirus and immediately put under isolation. In fact, he had been put on isolation from the referral hospital in a special ambulance where the driver himself had been kitted. So there was pre-empty thinking on the side of the hospital and on the side of the drivers to transport him under those very specialized conditions to the infectious disease hospital in Lagos. Contact tracing, we look at all those people who this man has been in touch with backwards from the day he was admitted and begin to go right back. The first point of call when anybody enters the country, and remember we have always said that we suspect that by air is the most likely putative form of entry into this country, which turns out to be correct.
He urges Nigerians to limit congregation, imbibe personal hygiene, and abstain from falsehood peddled in the social media.
Regularly and thoroughly wash your hands with soap and water and use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Secondly, maintain at least 1.5 meters, about 5 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Persons with persistent cough or sneezing should stay at home and keep away from crowd, should not mix around in crowd, and should keep what we call a social distance. Make sure you and people around you follow good respiratory hygiene, meaning that you cover your mouth and nose with a handkerchief or tissue, or if you have none of these, sneeze or cough into the sleeve at the bent elbow, or use a tissue when you cough and sneeze, and dispose of these immediately.
Dr. Ehanire assures of abundance of preventive commodities such as face masks and medical gloves in the coming days. The confirmation of the first case of coronavirus outbreak in Lagos could be best described as unfortunate despite the high level of preparedness by the federal government. And what is left for the federal government to do now is to step up and ensure that this one case is not spread to other persons. And the federal government has also said that at this time, everyone must ensure personal hygiene, wash your hands properly, avoid congregation, and maintain 5 feet from anyone you are standing close to. From the Federal Ministry of Health here in Abuja, Joseph Kadri, ITV News.